Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to Factorio, shall we? Making progress toward getting our flying robot frames so that we can eventually get robotics online and make our life easier. We just finished purple science research, so we only are producing 3 kinds of science. So what we want to work on is anything up at the top that requires these 3 science and nothing more. So, for example, power armor is pretty phenomenal, as is like research speed and yellow science, inserter capacity. There's a lot of good stuff. So let's go ahead and start making the power armor. And we need to drop these in to finish our electric engine situation. But the next step in this process is actually the business of getting batteries built. And so for batteries, we need sulfuric acid and then plates. So we got to get those things online. That's the next order of operation. All right. And let's get these power lines in play. Okay. All right. That looks good. So you aren't getting plates. Because you don't have power. No, you do have power. Let me see what's going on with these shenanigans. So this is supposed to be taking copper plates and producing copper cables. Oh, that's not there. It's a ghost. Man, sometimes I get fooled by that. Okay. I'm like, it's right there. No, it's not right there. It's just the ghosted image. Sometimes, and that's just Factorio. I have to, walk through step by step. Why is this not happening? Do you have the input? Is the output full? Do you have power? Is everything actually built, or is it just some ghosted facsimile? Okay. And this is facing the wrong direction. That's not actually there. And then there we go. All right, so we're going to kind of bring this along like that. And whenever this gets done... Oh, we need engines. We didn't bring the engines up. Right. Oh, we're almost out of belts. There it goes. And what do you need? You need green boards. All right. You need plates because that's going the wrong direction. There we go. I mean, that's another check. It's like, okay, why are you not working? The inserter's facing the wrong way. That is Factorio. All right. So, power armor is done. I'll build the energy distribution. That's fine. And that's the thing. It's like when you have a ghosted blueprint kind of locked in there, if you push Q over the item to pipette or copy it, it will keep the orientation of the inserters. But if you pick up one inserter and then you just start putting it everywhere where you have a ghosted image, it is not going to change. It will override the orientation or the direction that it's pulling from. So, I will run into that problems too. But we will alleviate all of that as soon as we have robotics. It's not even going to be a concern. So up here, for example, we're making sulfur, but we don't have the acid yet. So that's going to be something 100% that we want to work on. Now, also, though, we do have this crude oil patch that we found, along with this insane copper patch. So we have our backup copper and our crude oil down here. It is next to a bunch of biters or whatever, so we need to be careful of this, but as long as we build everything, well north of this shenanigans, it should be fine. Just don't put any trains or anything down there. And I'm going to go in and let me just push E, bring this up. So we need, where are you? Sulfuric acid, which just requires water and sulfur. And sulfur, where do we get that? This comes from petroleum gas. So what if I just went down here and I made a separate facility just for batteries, basically, where it was like, well, no, let's just, now there's stone, there's copper. Batteries take iron plates, though, so it's still worth just shipping this back. But let's ship it back. So let's say what we want is to just produce sulfur, have some water. They need iron plates, though. So in that case, actually, how much sulfur am I sending back? Look at this. I have this whole line of sulfur. I could just make the acid right here. All right, we're done with this. I don't need to be necessarily near it. I can use the oil later. What do we got? Lasers. Let's go ahead and just do yellow science while we're here. All right, so I have all this sulfur you can see, and it's going to help make our blue science. But I should have enough to potentially split this off and make a section for the batteries. So let's back this up and say we need iron plates and we need copper plates, which are coming off our main bus. And then we have this like bus that's going back the other way with plastic and sulfur, and we'll just take from that. Now I do need a bunch of belts. I'm out of red belts. So let's go pick that up. Oh boy, and the iron is looking less than stellar here as it comes off the line. All right, so we'll get that in a moment. But we'll deal with the iron plate situation later. I want to get this built because the sooner we have robotics, even if we have a stall in the line and it's a little bit inefficient, the faster everything else will go. So we'll just run these this way. Oh god, these are yellow. I forgot about that. Now, again, we want to upgrade, and we can use the upgrade planner to do that, but we want robots first. Okay. Great. Done. Let's go ahead and get research speed up. All right, so first step is we need sulfuric acid. So this is made at a chemical plant. So we need to draw in sulfur, water, and plates. There's plenty of water right here that we can pipe in. We also have pipelines of water over here, like with our power. But let's just make a separate water area just for this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to just go to production. And how many chemical plants do I have? Do I have any? Let me see here. I don't have any offshore pumps. I need that. All right. Chemical plants aren't even on my hotbar. Let me see where this goes. I had 0. Okay, so we're going to make 5. And then we need to make an offshore pump right here. Great. So we're going to bring water up to here. And let's just build this kind of close to our electric engine factory. We'll leave a little bit of space in between. So I'm going to back this up just a little bit so I have enough room to negotiate with the splitters and everything that we need. Speaking of splitters, we don't have any of those, so that's annoying. Let's make at least 5 of those, and we need to make some of those. Okay. So let's bring the water up. 1 offshore pump will do just fine. I'm going to put that there, and then we're just going to kind of pipe this up. All right, so here's water right here. Now, of course, here's my main bus. So I'm going to actually, I'm not going to bring the water across like that. I'm going to turn it. I don't want to get in the way of the main bus. It's annoying. So we're going to just kind of like max distance this. All right. And that's too far. Perfect. So then we just kind of turn this around. And I'm going to leave this back here so that I can be sure I have enough space. There. All right, so water is in this line. And if we want to make... let's see. So we are trying to eventually produce... No. Oh, we don't need assemblers. We need chemical plants. That's right. Derp. Okay. All right, we want to make a chemical plant. That is going to make sulfuric acid. So this thing needs water and sulfur and plates. So we can immediately now we have to think about how we want this to flow. So we need to put water I'm going to just drop a chemical plant onto my hotbar here just so I don't have to worry about it. But we need water to come in and then the good stuff to come out. But we also need to have a path. So instead, I'm actually going to put it like this. So what I mean is, all right, we're going to give it the water. And we're just going to run water up like this. And then this is going to make sulfuric acid. But we also need to give it sulfur and plates. So we have to run a conveyor behind here that will have both of these things that we can give with a long-handed inserter. I think. Let's see how this goes. So first of all, we will take a splitter right here, and we will make it so the left side is only sulfur. Okay, and then we'll kind of like curl this around, and you can see eventually it works. There's some plastic that got in the way, but that's fine. And then I will just pick up that plastic. Okay, that looks good. Now we need to bring plates. So let's just kind of like run this over here. Run this over here, just like normal. Except when we get about... This is fine. I'll pick this up. When we get about here, we're going to split and have these go over here like this. And we're going to have this continue. Oh boy, that's not correct. You don't have here. There you go. All right. And then we just have this going like this. Okay. So the idea is that what we'll do is just, I will push this up one more just to avoid any confusion, and we'll drop these plates onto the other side of the belt. Now, I'm going to give power to this to see what's actually going to get made. Okay, so I thought so. This inserter can't quite do this because it wants to pull from one more tile away. So I need to kind of just back this up just slightly. And it'll look like this. So we'll just kind of go right here. And then now it'll take what we want, and then we'll just drop that there. And then, so eventually this should get everything that it needs. There it goes, and it's smoking up, you could see that, and it's trying to produce the acid, and it is. We finished lab research. Let's do more lab research speed. All right, and then next we want to say, okay, good. That's happening. Now we'll get sulfuric acid, and we simply need plates to produce the next step of this. So how do I want to... If I put it like right here and I connect it, I won't be able to run a belt super... Well, yeah, I can. If I say, all right, make me... No, not that. Change this. I want batteries. No, not personal batteries. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Batteries are made... Oh, well then that's why. You make them in a chemical plant. Okay, well I guess it's chemicals. All right. Yep, I was trying to make them in the wrong facility. Okay, so then in that case, we can just directly connect this and be like, make me a battery. And then this will just pick this up. And it will spit out, okay, a battery that we can put on this line. But we're going to need to have, just like we're doing in this other area over here, a line. So this will be like, here come the batteries. And then this line is like both of the plates that we need. Okay. So we need then to split this and send it up. Another thing, though, I could do is I already have it split. So I could, like, do something really... like that, and then just take plates from this line. But this is kind of ridiculous. You don't need to use that many underground. You can just, like, yeah, stretch it to the limit over here. And then all we need to do is make sure that you just drop onto one side like that. Okay, so this guy is like, I'm getting my acid, I'm getting my iron plates, I'm just not getting copper plates. So we then come right over here, and I'm just going to kind of like create space for myself. Like that. So you see, you can just build over top of the existing belt, an underground belt, and it will swoop up everything for you and make your space that you wanted. And then now we just put this like right here, and we're splitting like this, and then we just kind of turn that in, and we've done it. Remember, you have to have this belt moving all the way down like this to function. It won't work. Okay, great. So now this thing is, look at this, we've got batteries. So at this point, we're just setting it up. Like over here, we just set it up. This is initial to get us engines. But we haven't really scaled this yet. We're just kind of building the groundwork. But from here, we can just replicate this. So, like, I can just kind of Control C and just grab this and put another one, like, right here. And another one right here, for example. And then we just drop in the chemical plants like that. And we drop in the inserters. Oh, am I out of blue inserters? All right. I'm going to start automating everything, by the way, but I really want to rush to robots because it will just make our life so much easier for building, for upgrading, for all of this stuff. Almost there. Let me just get another power line going over here. And then this has to... Oops, I forgot. Yeah, this is pretty important. We don't have any long-handed inserters. Go make them. You need this. And that. There we go. Batteries coming in. So, oh my goodness, people, look at this. We need batteries, we need green boards, and we need engine units and steel plates. So this is crazy. Like, this is 4 ingredients. It's wild. So I'm going to start putting this in a position where we get all of the things that we need. So we're going to build like a robotics factory. And where do I want to put this? I want to be able to scale up all of this. So the robotics factory probably needs to just go down here. And we can just say, you know, okay, I want, like, right here, if this is going to be flying robot frames, then it needs all of these items. So we're going to get a belt together at the halfway point. We'll adjust this later and, you know, make this a little bit more sophisticated. But for now, I'm going to push a belt that goes like this. Just right across here. Okay? And then I'm going to have it drop right here. Like that. And then on one side of the belt will be batteries. And on the other side of the belt, well, no, let's just do it this. This is a better way to do this. Will be the engines. So now electric engines and batteries are coming down. Now, like I said, we're going to want these items for other things, but for right now, you know, we're setting up our robotics factory. And once this gets bigger, we can just destroy this belt and send these to the factory in a different way. But this just gives us the general shape and allows us to start getting robots produced. So from here, we'll just kind of copy this power and drop it like right here. And we'll put a... You will grab that. Okay, so now we need you to grab what? Green boards and steel plates. All right. So steel plates were on the bus at some point, right? Where'd they go? Did I send them all over here? I think I did. Yeah. Okay, so you could see that there's like a double line of steel plates coming through here. And I'm going to borrow this. Now, I could make these on site, but I've already got the line here. However, trying to go through this bottom portion is a little bit too intense. No, actually, it'll be fine. We'll just use underground belts. I'll need to make some more. All right, so what we're going to do is make some space. Split the line. Okay. Here they come. Look at this. Now, this won't work because, well, I'll show you. We don't have a place to put them. So, splitting the line worked fine for a moment, but I'm going to have to actually take this somewhere else. So, where do we put this? Where do we want to put this? I see. I see where we go. Don't try this at home. This is all part of the spaghetti. Well, actually, I don't think I can get this to be long enough. Even if I dreamed it. Yeah, no, it just won't work. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Remember, when you right-click, you're just picking it up, so don't worry. You can put it back. All right. So how do I want to get this over here? You know what? I was right all along. And what do I mean by that? I mean that this is too congested down here. I tried to do a Hail Mary through the water area, but it's just insane. So what we're going to do instead of what we have here is be more reasonable. My inventory is full. Okay. That's good, though. All right. So what we're going to do is just take this line and split this instead. Now, I've got too much stuff on me. Like, I have logs and random stuff. So we're going to go to my little box here. And I'm just going to be like, get these logs out of here. Get one stack of coal out of here. I apparently have one solid fuel that I don't need to carry around. The blue science is unnecessary. This one old school power pole, I don't need it. Okay, that's plenty of inventory space. All right. So I'm going to pick up this stuff. I'm going to close this. And here we go. And I need to make splitters. That's great. Okay. I'll leave that there just in case I ever need that. No. That's ridiculous. There we go. So we're just going to split this and send it up here above the blue science. There's more space. So I'm going to go, hey, and then give me the steel. All right. And then here it comes. We're going to run this all the way back to our budding flying robot frame factory. Again, we have all of these like horizontal shenanigans that we can either just build over top of or change, use underground belts. But we're in a situation where this baby needs 4 items. So let's just do what we've been doing. Send it right here. However, the problem with this is that this is on both lanes, and I need boards. Okay. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to simply Nope. Sorry. Gotta go one more. There. I'll pick up all this steel. No, this. So we're going to pick up all this, and now the steel is just on one lane. Tremendous. So we give it a long-handed inserter, and we say, go for it. And then now we just need to probably produce, just like this, the green boards on site. We've got copper right here. I don't think we have enough space for this, though. Let's think. If I built this and I was like, okay, bring in copper. No, there's no way there's enough space. So let's do it like this. You pass green boards. Here comes the copper that we turn into green boards that you get. Okay. Uh-oh. This is a strange artifact of this. Hopefully that doesn't happen anymore, but... Is this gonna be weird? Hopefully not. Anyway. Okay. So you will do... wire, and you will do boards. But... we need more space because we need one thing in between, which would be... Yeah, actually, this is the exact right mechanism that we just built. So what we do is we put it, instead of one away, we put it two away. And so I think what happens is we'd have a belt that was like this, that would take the engines out, and then we'd have a long-handed grabbing. So in this case, there's no reason to not put the steel on both sides, even though, you know, I was going to try to do 2 lanes on each side, but it just isn't working out. All right, we finished more lab research. Uranium processing. Okay, so this would be like, take that out like that. And then, this. And we say, okay, give me the wire. Okay. So this needs to be plates, iron plates right here on this line, and this needs to be copper. So what we got to do is simply make some space. There we go. That was wrong. So if you build them the wrong direction, it doesn't work, but then you can just push R to change their direction. There you go. All right. All right, and I will split this right here. Nope, wrong one. Sorry about that. Need to split you. Right there. Go get him. And then go over here. And then go get him. And then... Okay. Yeah, that's it. Sure. Okay. So this is going to be wire. This is going to be boards. No, I did this. I did this wrong. I was so close. What I can do instead... Now, I'll just have to not build it tight, and I'll just take it from the top. It's fine. I'm trying to, like, think of the most, artistically efficient way to do this, but instead, let's just be like, okay, take this, and then give that... And we can just kind of do it like that. There it goes. All right. And you are now getting just about everything you need. Now, this is fine. This just isn't getting iron. So now we're like, okay, wait a minute. What's going on? We have one little thing set up to give us what we need, but we have no iron. So we have to go address that. Where's the iron having a problem? And this is the game. This is Factorio. You're ramping up, you're building more and more stuff, and the demands become heavier and heavier. Now, if I turn off research, I won't use as much iron for sure. But I do like to just do all my research and then just kind of like have it done. So the problem is that let's see, we're either not producing enough ore or we have enough ore and we're not just smelting enough iron plates. The ore looks reasonable, not bad, but you can see like a lot of these have no mining, like no resources. This one is just messed up because it doesn't have a place to put anything, but no mineable resources, no mineable resources, no resources, no resources, and no resources. So they've exhausted that patch. So then what we need to do is just kind of copy this and, spin it around so that we get all of these coming out. And yellow is just fine for this job, by the way. All right, so there's a little bit more ore coming. But by the time we get down here, there is no ore at all. Like, we have a lot, but it's not enough. So, it's time for us to build a whole other station where what we're going to do is get more iron ore and make more plates and just, either ship them in. But look, we have a whole iron ore section right over here, like right by our coal stop. So we can just produce this huge iron factory and then send the plates and just kind of add them to the bus. So I believe that, that is our next stop. Now, to just expedite things temporarily, do you know what I have on me? Is I have a ton of iron plates. So I can go... Oh, this isn't able to actually output at this point. It's got output done. So now what we need to do is figure out, okay, well, where are you going to put these things? And what you'll do is you will put them on this line that we will have going all the way over here. Like this. And we will kind of like have a massive line going up of flying robot frames. And then we just say, okay, you know, take these out like that, and then there they go. And then you're going to get all of my iron plates. There you go. And then what we're going to do is just copy this and put it like right there. And then copy this to here, except we will just flip and put these out like that. Okay. And then this needs to go here. You can have all of my iron plates. There we go. You need power? You got power. And then there that goes. And this doesn't have everything yet. Looks like I'm out of long-handed inserters. There we go. So now, at this point, what's going on is we have two assembling machine Mark II making our flying robot frames, and they're putting them onto this line, and you can see that we actually have some. Now, this is not a lot. It's like a very paltry amount, but it gets us started. And so with this, we can actually get robotics online. Now, let me go here. What are you waiting for? You're just waiting for this to happen. So in all honesty, these are going to take a while. So we'd need to build a ton of these to make this go faster. But we have the blueprint. We just kind of like would copy this entire thing and then set it, right here, like that. Now, we could actually override this to, this is fine, to make it closer like this. And you just shift-click and put it down. And then, you don't have to even shift. But now we can start to, like, build this up and get more frames. Now, we're going to have to completely, add more iron, which you always have to do. You always have to be going around. We need to add more iron. We need to get probably more oil getting processed. We also need maybe to get more copper going, but we've got that there. So at this point, we have the ingredients to actually start producing the robots that we would need. So like if we go to logistics, we can make a logistics robot with red boards and flying frames, which we have. We can make construction robots with green boards and flying frames. We just need to build some roboports and start dropping these down, and we'll get into that next episode. Everyone, I hope you're still finding this series to be fun and useful. Robots are complicated. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but we finally have gotten to the point where we can build them, and I can't wait to show you what they can do. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Take care.